A Virginia judge has denied bail for the neo-Nazi who became infamous online after crying about a warrant that was out for his arrest. Christopher Cantwell is his name. Here is his mugshot. Now, if you can recall, in the video that went viral, he was crying because he found out that there was a warrant out for his arrest. At the time, we were uncertain if that was true, what the warrant was for, and now we have some more details. Apparently, Cantwell is facing 2 counts of illegal use of tear gas and other gases, and 1 count of malicious bodily injury with a caustic substance, explosive, or fire, all felonies. Now, of course, his violent rants were documented on Vice. I'm sure that made him a target for law enforcement. And it's interesting because in that documentary, he got pepper sprayed himself. So I'm curious to see how this all kind of goes down. But again, keep in mind the judge has denied bail. He is still in custody.
Yeah, no, look, if they found that, if in fact he got pepper sprayed by someone else, I mean, he's such a buffoon, he might have done it accidentally himself, because we now know he had pepper spray. Like, oh, I'm gonna get those lefties, back to crying. Anyway, so, but if someone else did pepper spray, they should also be arrested, of course.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. Don't ever get physical with people, don't ever use violence, don't use pepper spray, none of that. So there's another part to this story that I was just made aware of that fascinates me. So Christopher Cantwell used to be part of a group in Keene, New Hampshire, known as Free Keene, okay?
Okay.
And they, I mean, it's amazing how much he's changed since he was part of that group. So Colbert had done a segment on this group of people that identified as libertarians, and they absolutely hated the fact that the city wasted resources on ticketing people for parking violations.
Uh-oh.
No, I know, this is insane, this is insane.
That's one issue that you share with them.
Okay, so they would consider themselves like the Robin Hoods of the area because they would go to parking meters throughout the town and they would feed the parking meters that were about to expire. And apparently the city had a huge problem with it and this entire thing went to court. But it was just amazing because here's a guy who, first of all, was part of a group that referred to themselves as like Robin Hoods, right? And wanted to actually help out the citizens of the area, regardless of race, regardless of ethnicity or anything like that. They just hated the fact that people were getting ticketed for parking violations. And so, I don't know, things apparently devolved considerably since then.
So look, sometimes the right wing says insane things like, oh, if you start out as a progressive, it's a slippery slope and you'll wind up as a Marxist, Maoist, Stalinist. Okay, now I've yet to run into a Maoist in my entire life. If we were to be like them and make ridiculous claims, we say, well, if you start out as a libertarian, you're obviously gonna wind up as a Nazi, right? And that is not the case. Some libertarians just stay libertarian. So look, to me though, all of this is richly deserved justice. And look, guys, he did pepper spraying. They're felonies. I don't know how long he's gonna stay in prison. We don't even know if he's gonna get convicted. So, and let the justice system play out here. And of course, even though he's chanted all those horribly anti-Semitic things and talked about committing violence, we've got to be better than that. So apply the justice system fairly to him. But I do like that, after all that bravado that you saw in the Vice documentary like this.
We're here obeying the law. We're doing everything that we're supposed to do, trying to express opinions. And the criminals are over there getting their way. We're not nonviolent. We'll fucking kill these people if we have to.
Then, all of a sudden, when it's his ass on the line, and it's not like people were saying we're gonna come over and kill you or anything like that. He was saying, oh, we're ready to commit violence, we're ready to do this, okay? Yeah. The minute he's like, oh, the cops are gonna come over and put me in prison for a little bit.
I do not want violence with you, all right? I'm terrified, I'm afraid you're gonna kill me, I really am.
So, if he's still crying in prison, it's not gonna end well for him. So I don't know, but I hope he's okay. But on the other hand, there's oftentimes lots of Nazi gangs in prison, so he might feel welcome. If you like this video, you'll love the whole TYT network. Check it out at tytnetwork.com/join.